Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm traveling to sunny Los Angeles, California. As you can see, it was an early morning at B&A. If you think it's dead at 5 a.m., think again. It was so busy and we would have had to get there earlier if I had checked a bag. But me and my carry-on bag got on this flight and I slept the entire 4-hour flight to LAX. So just landed at LAX. It's a beautiful day and I'm waiting for Tom and Alicia to pick me up so we can start having a day of fun today. Wearing a super casual look. I slept most of the time on the plane, but it was a super quick flight from Nashville. It was about 4 hours. It was direct. So let's see what shenanigans we get into over here. Once Alicia and Tom picked me up, we headed to Citizen Public Market for some coffee. Then it was time for shopping on the iconic Melrose. Alicia took me to the new Cult Gaia store and I was in heaven. Everything in the store is a work of art. Believe me, I wish I had a lot more money so I could have dropped some cash in there on literally everything that I loved and saw. But always fun to do some window shopping. See some of the new spring collection. Then, down the store was The Real Real, another great store for some window shopping and fun designer browsing. Glossier opened up a big store on Melrose and partnered with Alfred's on a pink alley with some coffee. Definitely get capped up. After working up an appetite, we headed to Venice to get pizza and rosé at Great White. Let me say, this pizza is divine and it was much needed after a long travel day. Then it was more shopping at Abbot Kinney. We visited the Farm Rio store to check out their spring arrivals and also check out their men's clothing. You have to ask nicely, but they have a few shirts in the back available to try on and purchase. Abbot Kinney is also a great place to see a lot of murals and street art. Take some time to walk around and take in all of the color around you. The next morning, Glam Squad arrived bright and early to do our hair and makeup. The perfect start to an LA day. Breakfast was at Mayer's Manx, a cool spot in the Peterson Automotive Museum. I had a latte and a breakfast burrito that slapped. Now it's time to check out the cars. They had cars like Lightning McQueen from Cars, the van from Scooby-Doo, and even the Batmobile. They also had some cool F1 cars and simulations where it was like you were driving an F1 vehicle in a race. It was so much fun. After a full day at the museum, we had dinner at Bavel to celebrate Alicia's birthday. This is a popular restaurant in LA and it was hard to get a reservation, so book in advance. You can tell it's a great restaurant by the crowd that sits outside and waits for a table. The sommelier recommended a beautiful bottle of wine and we had pita bread, mushrooms, carrots, and ribeye. It was a great spot for a special occasion and the food was 10 out of 10. The next day, we started at the Row in downtown Los Angeles and got breakfast and coffee at Go Get 'Em Tiger. After breakfast, we walked around and checked out the Flask & Field specialty wine shop. There were so many good bottles of wine to choose from, and I loved all the fun, colorful labels. I also recommend stopping by this flower shop to make your own beautiful bouquet of flowers. For lunch, we went to Di La Nonna for some pizza. We met up with one of my babes, Jessica, and headed to the restaurant across the street for some arcade games. We battled over Mortal Kombat, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, pinball, and so much more. Get a drink and plan to hang out for a while. We were close to Little Tokyo, so we walked over for matcha, sushi, and the pop-up Gashapon store. I did a YouTube short on this spot already, and I left the link below for you to check it out for yourself. The Nashville Predators were in town playing the LA Kings, so we walked to Crypto Arena to watch them play. The Preds won in a shootout, and we had the absolute best time. Alright, so it is Monday morning. I'm waiting for my Uber to pick me up for my flight, but I had the best time in Los Angeles. Angeles. The weather didn't cooperate most of the time. It was a little gray and rainy and a little chilly. So I'm definitely gonna have to come back when the weather's nicer, but I love it here. It's just good vibes, good energy. Can't wait to come back soon, maybe bring Tim with me next time. But thanks for watching along, and I will see you on my next travel adventure soon. See you next time, LA.